The first thing that you should be aware of is that we have a full moon that is happening on February the 1st, and this is going to be a moon in Leo. Remember that we are also in Aquarius season. So the sun in Aquarius is already bringing in a lot of innovation, a lot of creative ideas, and this new spark, right? A lot of Aquarius energy is more so about not really feeding into your procrastination. There's no excuses when it comes down to getting things done. And that is the Aquarius energy. So that is going to be mixed in with this full moon in Leo energy. Leo is all about creativity. It is about your self identity. Leo energy is also about expansion. So during this time, there are going to be three key elements that are going to be occurring during this full moon. And the first is release. So, always under the full moon, it is a great time for you to release the things that no longer serve you. But because it is a full moon, there is going to be a lot more things that are highlighted that need to be released. So that's going to look like emotions are going to be high, right? You're going to feel like there's a lot of truth that is coming to the surface. The clarity that you are going to be receiving is unavoidable at this point. So, if you've been in denial about something for the past few months, this is a time when you are most likely going to be faced with the truth, and there's no gray area. It's just the black and white. So, you have to choose one side or the other. And then the second theme that is going to be occurring there during this time is confidence. This is the time when you're going to have that sudden urge to just speak your truth, when you're going to feel this boost of confidence come in because you're tired of playing small. I know over the past few days, I've been having to clear a lot from my throat chakra because there have been moments when it just feels like it's being blocked or when my throat is incredibly dry. And that is all of this energy that's revving up for speaking your truth, of stepping into your true identity and being your true self. And the third theme is creative renewal. If you've been feeling like you've been stuck in this rut, or like you just don't know which direction you should go into when it comes down to your business or your creative ideas, this is a great time when you will most likely be receiving a lot of downloads, whether that comes in the form of dreams, or maybe you overhear a conversation, or maybe you're just sitting in your meditation and you receive creative thoughts of how you can move forward with your business. This is a great time when the Leo moon is going to be shining bright in that creativity. So have your dream journal right next to you when you wake up in the middle of the night. If it's at 3 a.m. and you're having these ideas, just write them down. This full moon is preparing you for spring. So these creative downloads that you are receiving are there to help you plant the seeds for them to blossom in the springtime. Something else that you should also be aware of is that there is going to be this stillness that is in the air. This is the transition between the heavy winter into the springtime. This is the full moon that is highlighting that transformation that is happening, especially the transformation that's happening energetically. And you should also be aware that when things are being created, you will experience the energetic shift first, and then it manifests into the physical form. So, this is a full moon where the energetic shift is going to be so powerful. But you're going to be looking around like, okay, but what's happening? Where is it? Why is everything just kind of at a standstill? And what's happening is that the universe is asking for you to trust in the stillness, to trust in the transformation, and to allow for yourself to sit in the meditations that you're doing and to receive the downloads. In the stillness is when all things are created. This is also the time for you to trust in your own growth. Okay, you've been doing the work, you've already been learning, and you've been expanding and doing all of the healing, magical things to align with your divine path. And during this time, like I said, because it can feel like there's nothing happening, doubts and fears can come in. So it's really important that you just, again, remain in that stillness, do silent meditation, but also observe your thoughts and then release them. That's a part of the release that's happening under the full moon. This is a chance when you're actually going to be faced with those doubts that you thought were dormant for a long time or that you didn't even realize were there. I'm telling you that they're coming to the surface, and it's like the Leo moon is going to be giving you the courage and the strength to push through it. So go for it. If you're scared of something, I'm telling you that one of the best things that could happen is that you actually get everything that you desire. The worst thing that can happen is that you find yourself in a situation where you're just learning and where you're like, oh, you know what? That confidence actually felt really good. Even if you feel like you're going to be rejected, even if you feel like people are not going to buy your offers, even if you are in this space where you are doubting your own expansion, understand that those doubts and those fears are not real. Okay, they're only showing up for you because they're mirroring what you need to release. They're showing you what the full moon is willing to take from you and to transform into something more beautiful coming into the springtime. And if you have not watched the my 2026 energy forecast, I would highly suggest you to do that. I will pin it at the end of this video here because, a lot of people have come into 2026 and they're wondering, well, why am I having these huge tower moments? Like, why is it that everything around me is collapsing and falling apart? And the reason why is because 2026 actually, the energy of the fire horse, the energy of creativity and of abundance, they are all revving up for the spring equinox, which happens, I believe it's March 20th. I think it's March 20th this year. I have to double check that. But yeah, the spring equinox that is coming up is the new, it's the astrological new year. So that is what is happening right now. So if you are feeling like you are lost or confused or that you're losing confidence, I'm telling you now that when you go back and watch the 2026 energy forecast, it is going to encourage you to keep going. It's going to tell you that you are still in the fight. Okay, you're still in the race. Don't lose hope because it has been a lot of heavy energies, but these are all transformative energies.